BetBlitz. Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today's a new day and we're looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. Please take a moment to hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 300 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, at the end of this video, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to Elite Picks DFS Discord. Right now, they are giving a free 7-day trial, and when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive an additional 20% off your access. Today, we will be getting into some WNBA playoff picks, so let's get right into it by heading over to the Points Plus Assist tab. And for our first pick, we'll be taking Sabrina Ionescu for more than 23.5 points plus assists. Now, taking a quick look here on Outlier, this may come as a bit of a surprise to you, as Sabrina Ionescu has actually only exceeded this line in 5 of her last 10 games. And in her last game versus the Aces, she did have a very poor performance, just scoring 4 points and dishing 5 assists. In fact, she only scored in the fourth quarter of this blowout loss. However, this was very uncharacteristic of Sabrina Ionescu. And coming into this game, we do expect her to come out aggressive, especially in the first half, and reach her line. Additionally, this is a line that she's exceeded in over 60% of her last 20 games, and a line that during the regular season she exceeded nearly 65% of the time. Now, Sabrina Ionescu and the New York Liberty will be facing off against a Las Vegas Aces defense that during the regular season was a pretty average overall when it came to defending against their opponent's points and assists, giving up a fair share of points as well as assists to their opponents per game. When it came to defending against opponent guards, they were ranked much better, however, still giving up plenty of points and assists to the position. So coming into this game, especially off her past poor performance last game, we do expect Sabrina Ionescu to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. In fact, this is a line Ionescu's exceeded in 13 of her last 16 road games. Now, taking a quick look here at her minutes, we see that Ionescu is getting a solid dose of minutes over her last 10 games, averaging over 30 minutes per game. And again, in this blowout loss, she did fall below her typical 30-minute line. But so far in these playoffs, she's usually reached minutes nearing the 40-minute mark, and coming into this game with an opportunity to close out the series and advance to the WNBA final. We do expect Sabrina Ionescu to play plenty of minutes and have plenty of time to reach her line. Now, taking a closer look at her playoff performance so far in this postseason, we see that this is a line she's easily cleared throughout the majority of this postseason. Last game, she did have just an totally uncharacteristic game. The Aces were pretty much face guarding her up the court, as they have been over the last couple of games, and really hounding her defensively, not allowing too much space. But we do expect the Liberty to adjust their offensive sets to get Ionescu open and more active in their offense. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Sabrina Ionescu for more than 23.5 points plus assists. For our next pick, we'll be headed over to the PRA tab, and this time we'll be selecting Kayla McBride for less than 19.5 PRA. Taking a quick look around Outlier, we see that this is a line Kayla McBride has actually fallen below in 7 of her last 10 games, including in 3 of her last playoff games. Additionally, this is a line McBride has fallen below in 65% of her last 20 games, and during the season, this was a line that she fell over 55% of the time. Now, Kayla McBride and the Minnesota Lynx will be facing off against Connecticut Sun defense that during the regular season was very good overall. In fact, one of the best teams when it came to defending against opponent PRAs, not giving up too many points, rebounds, or assists to their opponent. And when it came to defending against opponent guards, the Sun were just as good. In fact, right at the top of the league when it came to defending against opponent guard PRAs. So coming into this game, we don't expect Kayla McBride to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, taking a quick look here at her minutes, we see that Kayla McBride is getting a solid dose of minutes over her last 10 games, averaging nearly 35 minutes per game. However, her increase in minutes have not necessarily translated to an increase in her PRA totals, and coming into this game, we expect this to continue on, and for her not to have enough opportunity to reach this line. Now, taking a closer look at her postseason performance this year, we see that this isn't a line that has been easy for her to cross. She did exceed it in just 1 game in the first round, but since then, this has been a line that she just has not been able to cross. And coming into this game, playing on the road on the Suns' home court, we also don't expect her to reach this line. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Kayla McBride for less than 19.5 PRA. Now, for those of you wisely making picks with Underdog Fantasy as well, we wanted to share a couple of plays with you that we thought had a great chance of hitting, and that's A'ja Wilson for higher than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Brianna Stewart for lower than 0.5 double-doubles. And if you like having access to the traditional PRA stats, but also want to have access to making picks on things like double-doubles as well as triple-doubles, check out Underdog Fantasy, because right now when you use code BETBLITZ, you'll receive a free pick as well as $1,000 in bonus cash. And with the start of the NFL season and the NBA season just around the corner, Underdog has been going very crazy with a ton of discounts, promo codes, and player props that they call gimme picks that are very likely to hit. So if you're not on Underdog right now, you're pretty much leaving a ton of money on the table. So make sure you go check them out. Again, use code BETBLITZ and you'll receive an additional free pick as well as $1,000 in bonus cash. Now, before we get into our third pick, we wanted to share with you a sports betting tool that is going to take your game to the next level, and it's Daily Grind's Fantasy Optimizer. This thing is one of the most comprehensive sports betting tools available, and it's not just PrizePicks, it's not just Underdog. It'll actually show you line discrepancies across all the major sports betting books, such as FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, and much more. So you'll actually be able to see which sports book you'll get the most bang for your buck on the same line. And one of its best features is its ability to provide you with a multi-leg parlay. So, for example, if you want to find out what the best 6-pick flex was on PrizePicks, you can simply click right there and have it generate for you a list of the 6 picks most likely to hit. And it'll also tell you the odds of them hitting as well. And when you're on Daily Grind, make sure to check out their AI slip generator. This thing is totally changing the game for sports bettors. I mean, you don't have to think about it. It's just going to generate for you a slip on whatever sports book you are on that will have the best chance of hitting. It just makes things so much simpler and easy to cash out. So again, if you're looking to take your sports betting to the next level, click our link in the description below and use code BLITZ. Again, that's code BLITZ for 25% off all your orders. Now for our third pick, we'll be back under the points plus assist tab. And this time, we'll be taking Brianna Stewart for less than 24.5 points plus assists. Taking a quick look around Outlier, we see that this is a line Brianna Stewart has actually fallen below in 7 of her last 10 games, including her last 2 games versus the Aces. Additionally, this is a line Brianna Stewart has actually fallen below in over 60% of her last 20-plus matchups versus the Aces, as well as a line that she's fallen below in over 57% of her games this season. Now, Brianna Stewart and the New York Liberty will be facing off against the New York Las Vegas Aces defense that this season has been very good overall when it comes to defending opponent guards' points and playmaking, not giving up very many points as well as assists to the position. And coming into this game, while Brianna Stewart has played a pretty well overall against the Aces this series, she just hasn't really looked herself, or rather her best. So coming into this game, we don't expect her to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. In fact, this is a line that she's actually fallen below in 6 of her last 7 games. Now taking a quick look here at her minutes, we see that Brianna Stewart is playing a heavy dose of minutes over her last 10 games, averaging over 30 minutes per game. However, again, her minutes have not necessarily translated to an increase in her scoring as well as playmaking especially. And coming into this game on the road versus the Aces, with the Aces, with their season being on the line, we do expect them to apply a lot of defensive pressure on Brianna Stewart and limit her, just as they've done a pretty good job of so far in this series. Taking a closer look at her postseason performance this far, you see that Brianna Stewart just hasn't been able to get into a good rhythm versus the Aces, with the exception of the game 1 in this series. Despite them being up 2-1, Aces have done a pretty good job defensively on her. Again, with the exception of game 1, her field goal percentage has suffered significantly this series, and we do expect that to continue on into this game as well. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Brianna Stewart for less than 24.5 points plus assists. All right, these are our picks for today, and after we finish reviewing, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. So for our picks, we are taking Sabrina Ionescu for more than 23.5 points plus assists. We are taking Kayla McBride for less than 19.5 PRA. And finally, we are taking Brianna Stewart for less than 24.5 points plus assists. Now again, if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you would like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to Elite Picks DFS Discord. Right now, they are giving a free 7-day trial, and when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive an additional 20% off your access to a group of top-tier analysts that post sports picks every single day across multiple leagues and across multiple sports books. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, at the end of this video, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, And also remember to leave a like on this video. We are challenging you to get this video to above 300 likes, and if you do that, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.